It has been said that common sense is not common. Very, very true. When you see some people behave, you wonder where they are thinking from. But less common, however, is supernatural sense or divine wisdom. If common sense is scarce, supernatural sense is rare. If common sense is scarce, divine wisdom is very rare. A lot of marital decisions, relationship decisions, business decisions, and other destiny decisions would have been avoided if divine wisdom was present. Marital decisions, business decisions, relationship or friendship decisions, destiny decisions, many would have been avoided if divine wisdom was available. A lot of stress, tension, and pressure in life would have been avoided. Stress, pressure, tension will be avoided if divine wisdom were available. We saw in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13 all the way to verse 17 on Sunday, that he said, happy is the man that has wisdom, and the path of wisdom is the path of peace. A lot of disastrous and regrettable steps of life, disastrous steps, regrettable steps of life would have been avoided if divine wisdom was available. Somebody resigned from the work before she realized that she did the wrong thing. Somebody said no to the man or to the woman before he realized that he did the wrong thing. I knew a case of a man and a woman. They were close to each other. Looked like they were meant for each other. But somehow, the girl couldn't see the man as her husband, and the man didn't have any option. So the two of them married different people. But this was a problem. After they married different people, they still worked in the same work environment, and they were closer with each other than those they married. Disaster. Till today, both marriages didn't gel. You see this and see that, you know something is upside down. You see this one and that one, something is upside down. Divine wisdom, supernatural sense, it saves us from a lot of disastrous steps, regrettable moves, a lot of unnecessary tears, pain, and sorrow would have been avoided if divine wisdom was available. A woman had 2 boys for a man. They didn't marry legally, but the man liked the boys and liked the woman, and they just dragged on and on. In a situation like that, the best thing to do is to try and formalize the relationship. But she lingered until the man's mother found a girl from their village for the man to marry. He says, since you have not legally married, marry this one. And the man married the second one legally. And the first one, no marriage. Solid boys. I still remember them up till today. Their faces, sharp boys. The woman came for prayer at one time with, what should we do? What should happen? And we're praying with a prayer partner at that time, 30-something years ago. It was a prophetic atmosphere. And the Lord asked the question, who did the man pay dowry on? Says, this one that just came. Say, that is his wife. It was difficult to communicate. But she spent her life following the path of unwisdom and lost out completely at the end. It wouldn't have taken anything. I cannot continue with this relationship if you won't pay my dowry. I have to step out of here now. I don't want to waste my life. And the Lord referred the case of Hagar and Sarah. So who gave birth first for Abraham? Hagar. Who did Abraham marry? Sarah. Who is his wife? Sarah. A lot of very, very regrettable steps will be avoided. You will never be a victim of such. If you are saying amen, say a louder amen. If you are saying amen, say a louder amen. The month of April appears so fast because I realize I have just one Wednesday after this and the month is ended, and there's so much to deal with on wisdom. But we'll trust God because there is relationship wisdom, financial wisdom, time management wisdom, even marital wisdom. Do you know that even some untimely death would have been avoided if divine wisdom was in place? Unnecessary bragging. Some people handed themselves over to witches. Having said all of this, divine wisdom is an absolute necessity of life, of destiny. Absolute. No wonder I said in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7, wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy understanding, and with all thy getting, get understanding. The question is, what is the way of divine wisdom? We are likely to look at up to 12 or so, but I'm looking at 3 today. How does wisdom come? Number 1, through devotion. Devotion to God. Devotion to God. True devotion to God. Devotion to God, which is characterized by proven fear, the proven fear of God, is the entry point to the world of wisdom. Psalm 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. The fear of the Lord. Proverbs 1:7 repeats the same thing. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Proverbs 15:33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. Job 28:28. He said, and unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So 3 things we'll quickly understand here and then move on. First, that's 1A. The fear of the Lord is the password, passcode, or entry point into the world of divine wisdom. Password, passcode, entry point. Many of us have phones that are passworded or passcoded, or computers. You don't enter in there to do anything until you apply the code. That is, access to the school of wisdom is denied with the absence of the fear of the Lord. You don't fear God, you can't access his wisdom. Second, the fear of the Lord is the conditioner of the human mind and spirit for the reception and retention of divine wisdom. Say that again. The fear of the Lord is the conditioner. It conditions the human soul and spirit for the reception and retention of divine wisdom. That is, the way in which concrete cannot receive water, in that same way, a man without the fear of God is impervious to the wisdom of God. It conditions you to receive and retain. It is like a frequency modulation. It just puts you in a position where you can receive it and retain it. The hard man, the wicked man, the one who doesn't fear God can neither receive nor retain the wisdom of God. Say, the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit, for they are foolishness unto him. He can't.